Welcome to PowerPoint Tips and Tricks. This is Keith Stearns, and in this session we're going to show you how to add visuals to your PowerPoint presentations, and that would include photos, clip art, and even some other things, but we'll show you how to insert those using a number of techniques. And basically, if you look at this presentation, it's about creating passwords. I've got 3 slides here, and they're pretty plain without any pictures. So we're going to add some pictures to at least a few of these slides and show you how to do that within PowerPoint. Now, one thing you want to think about when you look at adding pictures or other types of visuals is use them to tell the story that you're telling. And you're trying to communicate ideas, not just words within PowerPoint. You want to communicate ideas, and using pictures, especially of people, will better grab your audience and help them perhaps understand the concepts that you're trying to get across. So let's take a look at this first slide here. And basically, when we're going to put in pictures or other visuals, we want to go up to the Insert tab. And we've got a number of options here that we can look at. Now, if we choose Picture, that will actually take us out to our hard drive or our network drives, and we can go find a picture file that we have, a JPEG or a PNG file. I've actually got mine looking at pictures on my hard drive. I don't really see anything I want right now, so I'm just going to click Cancel out of there. Now, Microsoft considers clip art. Clip art includes like photos, or could be clip art. It could also be some audio or visual type things. So if you click this, it actually will bring up a clip art search box over here, and we can actually search for things. So for example, if I wanted to perhaps find something on passwords, I can type in passwords and click Go, and it will bring up photos that match that. Now, I do have this checkbox, include office.com content, so that actually goes out to the Microsoft site and pulls photos that relate to this search there. So if I see one that I like, for example, this one looks pretty good, I can go ahead and click that, and it will put it in my slide. Now, you notice that it's too large, so I do want to resize it. So what I can do is take these selection handles. Now, if you want to keep the aspect ratio the same, you want to choose one of the corner selection handles, because if you click that, hold down and drag, it will maintain the same aspect ratio. Okay? If you choose one of the side selection handles, then it will change the aspect ratio. And you normally don't want to do that because it can make the photo look squashed or pixelated or some other thing. Now, I'm going to click Undo to get this back to where it was. And I'm going to go ahead and resize the video, and I'll just put it down here for now, and we can make some changes with this, but for now I'll just leave it right there. So that's one way to look for this. Now, let me just show you another thing, and again, we went Insert, Clip Art to get here, is if I, for example, typed in the word alphabet. Let's say I wanted to grab some of those type things. It'll show me all the different kinds of options that come up, and a number of these may be what I call clip art. I call them junky clip art. Let me go to the second slide, and I can go ahead and insert one of these, but it really isn't professional enough for what we want or what we need. So I don't want to have that. I'm click, make sure it's selected. I can press the delete key on the keyboard, and I'm going to get rid of that. We want you to stay with, actually, photos are the best type of visual to put in to your PowerPoint. So if I click the down arrow here as social media selected media files, I can just deselect, so I've only got photographs selected. I click go, and then it will just show photos. And so if I wanted to choose a photo, this one looks pretty good, I can click that. Now it's obviously, again, way too big, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that down and actually make some changes with that. Okay. Now, the nice thing about these type of photos is that there's no copyright issues. It's within Microsoft. You can use them without worrying about any copyright things, as long as you have a Microsoft license, obviously. Now I'm going to go over to this next tab here, and let's say I can't really find anything that I want here under the insert and under clip art. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go out onto the web, and I'm at Google, and I'm going to go to images here, and let's say I want to find something having to do with passwords. So I'm going to type in strong passwords, and I'm going to look here for something that would relate to that, and I see it's a PNG file, and I do suggest that you try to use PNG files if possible, because they have more of a clear background and they look better in the presentation. Sometimes JPEGs aren't as good a quality, but I'm going ahead and click this, and that will show the photo here. And let's say this is the one I want to use. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose copy, and then I'm going to go back to my presentation, and I'm going to choose paste. Choose this paste option here, and you see that it actually brings the photo in, and then I can resize it, kind of get it the way I want. Now if we do pull a photo off the web like we just did, what I want to do is I'm going back to where I found it, X this out, and then I'm going to go ahead, and I want to give credit where credit's due, because this is where I got the photo. So I'm going to copy the URL, and I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint, and then I'm going to go ahead, I've already got a box down here that has a source for some of the content, so I'm going to write picture source. I could write photo source, and I'll go ahead and put that in there. Now that's way too, obviously too big, but I'm going to go back here to the home tab and make that about 10 point, and then I've actually sourced that. And we can get away with some of that in education, where we can actually use things, whereas in business, if we were in business, we want to make sure that we ask permission from the website so that we don't have any copyright issues that way. But if we're using it in education, those kind of things, we just make sure and source it. So today we've talked about how to add pictures within PowerPoint. We showed you how to add photos, how to use where you can add a picture from a file off of your hard drive or from a network drive, and we showed you how to add clip art, and we want you to use photographs within your PowerPoint. So again, thank you for tuning in to tips and tricks for adding visuals or pictures to your PowerPoint. Thank you for watching.